guys, it's coffee time. Shakespeare mug, yay! And if you will recall my annotation on my last video, for those of you who don't turn annotations off, I said that we were going to be talking about Austria today, yay! We spent a day and a half in Austria. If you would like to see the other countries that I've talked about so far, I will put links here to those videos. But yes, just left Hungary, going into Austria, and we loved it in Austria, just as a heads up. We didn't do a lot of actual sightseeing there. It was just kind of existing there. We got up at when we were still in Budapest, we woke up around 8:30ish to get on a train that took us 4 hours, which is why I say that we were only there for a day and a half. And when we got into Vienna, we were shocked at how easy it was to find our hostel. There were very clear street signs everywhere that we were not used to at this point. Also, funny story, we were walking around looking at all of these streets and going, why are there so many streets that say Einbahn? What does that mean? We could not figure it out. And then we realized that it meant one way. Go us. It still didn't inhibit our finding the hostel situation, but it was really funny when we kept going, why are there so many Einbahn streets? There aren't. Well, there are. They're one-way streets. But yeah, everything was very clearly marked. Everything was very clean and organized. And our hostel was great. We got there super quick, because everything made sense to us. We got there super quick, and it was just very warm and open. And a theme that we noticed even when we were on the train, when we were coming into Austria, we saw that on the hills there were so many windmills. So many windmills. Not wooden windmills, but mechanical windmills. And we were like, whoa, so many. They went on for so long. And our hostel, too, was very energy efficient. Everything was just very efficient in general. We were like, whoa, this is really cool. It was set up in a way where it made you just want everything to be that way. They had the one thing that it took us a couple minutes to get used to was the showers were push showers, which I have absolutely no problem with. I think that they're hilarious, but it was it's where you walk into the shower and you push in the button and it slowly pulls out, so it gives you 30 seconds of water. So you have to keep pushing it while you're showering, but it's supposed to save water, which I thought was kind of cool. But at the time that you're taking a shower, if you're not prepared for it, you're just why do you keep shutting off? I just want to shower. But we got over it because it's just a shower. And the hostel that we were in has, my brother plays piano and Tyler plays the guitar, and it had both guitars and a really nice piano right in the lounge area, and so they were able to play music for a while. It was so cool because there was also a bar in the lounge area, and they played for a while, and the bar owner came over and said, hey, if you guys keep playing, I'll give you free drinks. And they were like, yes, lucky. So they played for a while. It was really fun. As I've said in past videos, I actually am more of an introvert, so I got tuckered out really quickly because there were a bunch of people in there listening, so I wound up going back to the room at some point. But it was just a really cool experience, and we spent a lot of our time socializing here, which we hadn't done in the past. We had kept to ourselves for the most part, but we were able to kind of make some friends, actually, and be taken to funny places. So yeah, we went to bed, woke up. This was our one full day in Vienna. We were able to go to a castle. I can't remember what it was called. It was one of those castles where it was if you take the tour, then you get to see this rich person's personal zoo, or where they used to have their personal zoo, and and all of these trapdoors and dungeons and other nonsense. And we didn't have the money to do the tour, but they did let you walk around the gardens for free, and they were beautiful, beautiful gardens, so nice. I loved that. It was it was it was a garden that was attached to a labyrinth, but the labyrinth was another part of the tour. Like, you couldn't just walk into the labyrinth. Oh, but it looked so cool from the outside. Like, when you glanced in there, you were like, I could get lost in there so easy. Yeah. I really wanted to go in the labyrinth, but again, we were like, can't really justify spending money to go into a labyrinth. So, but we did go do that, and we made a friend with a guy named Mark that I haven't met up with him since then, but I think that Jared and Amanda have actually met up with him since we got back, which is cool. It's cool to have at least people that you keep in contact with after a trip like that, for sure. We have a couple people that we met that we kind of stayed in contact with, which is really cool. Sorry, it's just tastes really good right now. So he had been there for a little while, I think. He had been traveling a lot longer than us. And there was a hostel, like, down the street, called the Wombat Hostel Bar or something. I think that's what it was called. Yeah, because we called it the Wombar. And so we went there because they had, like, a happy hour type of thing. So we were able to go there and get drinks and play pool and just, like, hang out, which was so cool. It was a lot of fun. And I can almost guarantee that some of you are saying, so you had money to get drinks and play pool, but not money to go into see, like, a labyrinth and things. You would be surprised how expensive that stuff is. They charge a lot for tourism stuff, whereas things that are aimed at, like, backpackers are typically extremely cheap, which this whole bar situation was. I think pool was free, and drinks were already super cheap, and then they were, like, half off if you were staying at a hostel in the area. It was really cool. It was very, very neat, because they realized that a lot of people who are making these trips don't have a lot of money, or that's, like, their goal, is to not spend very much money to just, like, see stuff, to see the people and experience the culture. And so you wind up having a lot of really cool deals if you're looking for them, so it all worked out. Got to see the gardens. We had to go to bed very early because we had to get up at 4 a.m. So it was really, it was just a lot of, like, walking around again. There was an open market that we went to at one point that had a lot of cool stuff. Although, we noticed the shopkeepers got really irritated if you walked in and just, like, window shopped. Like, if you came in, you better be buying something or they're going to be, like, upset with you. But there was a lot of cool stuff just, like, in the city to see. And honestly, the longer that we were on this trip, the more we were doing that type of stuff. Just, like, walking around and just kind of experiencing whatever city we were in. And just seeing what was there, even if it was just walking up and down the streets. Which, you know, when you're storytelling, like I'm trying to, saying, and then we walked up and down the streets and it was awesome. It doesn't sound all that interesting, but when you're in a completely different country, it's fascinating. It's so cool. So that was Austria. I mean, we want to go back really badly. That was one of the... I know that I've said that so many times now in all of these different places. Austria was one of those ones that we associate very... with being very comfortable. Because everything was so efficient. And everything made... Like, we were able to meet so many people. And actually, like, talk to people. And socialize. And it was kind of fun. So, yeah. Really liked Austria. You should go. You should check out those gardens. And if you get to go to the labyrinth, tell me if it's awesome, because I want to know. I'm so curious. Someday I'll go. Someday I'll see it. I do remember, though, that the garden was so big that, like, it was on like a huge hill. So like if you walked all the way up the hill and then looked down, you would be like, I am powerful. Like just looking down at all of these people like meandering around in like rhododendron gardens, and you're like, yes, I'm on top of the world. And then you have to trot all the way back down, but it was fun. It was cool. So that was Austria. And then in the morning, got up at 4 and then hopped on a train to Prague. So Prague was cool. I have some like pretty cool stories about Prague, so tune in for that. But otherwise, I'm going to film a news episode and eat something, and I will talk to you guys again tomorrow. So have a good day.